Hey, well, good morning, everybody. This is Dave coming to you at the Wyoming House here in the office once again. It's about 10:30 on Sunday morning. The summer heat is broken here. We've had almost a week of, I don't know, high 75, might touch 80 for an hour, but the mornings have been in the 30s the last two mornings. So I know summer heat ends up here towards the end of July, first week of August. So we're going to start that Rocky Mountain descent into fall here over the next week or so, which is I'm good with. I'm here another 2 weeks, so I'm hoping that it stays that way. That's the kind of weather I love. In a couple weeks, I'll be headed back to Maryland, where it will stay summer almost all the way to end of September. So, high 90s and humid. So it's nice to be here. Guys, I'm smoking the Wyoming Meerschaum as always. Something a little different. I haven't smoked this too much. Mississippi Mud. I don't hear too many people talk about it. It seems to be almost an unknown blend, but it's one of my early favorites. It's one of my OG blends. I probably bought this. It's probably my third or fourth tobacco buy 16 months ago. Anyway, it's described as an unusual blend of Perique, Latakia, and unsweetened black Cavendish. A truly cool smoke with a flavor like any other. So it's Perique, Latakia, and unsweetened black Cavendish, and it is dark. It is a dark, dark, dark blend. So anyway, my mouth likes it. It's very different. It's tangy, that's for sure. Thank you, brother of Greg's lighter. So a number of you commented on my last video about bleed and feed. Some of you had asked me what does it mean to bleed a lighter. I know Greg has done some talk on it. Uncle Willie's big on it. But I thought I'd just do a quick video and show you how I do it. So I bleed and feed my lighters pretty much every day, especially up here at 8,000 feet. Hey, and also, somebody said, Dave, you got to get a Zippo. Well, I found one. I actually have one here. It's from Dry Creek Wrangler School. It does not have a pipe insert in it. I think I have a pipe insert for it, but I think it's back in Maryland. When I go to town today, I'm going to go ahead and fill it and bring some fluid home, and I'll give you my ideas, my experience of using a Zippo lighter at 8,000 feet. Several of you said the Zippo lighters use a different capillary system that is not affected by altitude. So I'll give that a shot later today. All right, the first thing you need if you're going to do a bleed and feed is you need a bleeder tool. There are two kinds. One is sort of makeshift. I bought this at my cigar shop. This is what they use. It's actually a tiny screwdriver. I could make that work, but I didn't enjoy it. So I went and bought one of these. I bought this on Amazon. it screws off, and it's actually a bleeder tool that fits down over the fill valve, and you push down on it, which I'll show you in a minute, and it bleeds it out. This is $22 on Amazon, and I'll put a picture of it here, but pretty easy to find. Just search on lighter bleeder tool, look for the $22 version, and this thing will pop up. Man, this is hardcore. This is solid steel, so it'll pass the Idiot Dave test when I drop it, run it over, lose it. For me, probably because I'm just dumb and don't know how to do it, this bleeder tool works a lot better than some sort of makeshift punch or screwdriver. So there you go. So what does it mean to bleed a lighter? So I have 3 of these. When we use these lighters, the fuel gets burned out long before the pressurized air bleeds out. So when you do this, you're burning fuel and you're letting air out of the lighter. What I didn't realize is when you do this, the fuel burns much faster than the air pressure releases. I didn't know that until I started watching Uncle Willie's videos on him. And so you can get sort of these frustrating moments where it's kind of it's empty, and up here I think it empties out quicker. So what you do is you take the fill, let's see, you take that fill valve right there, you can see it down in there. And that's how you get fuel back in here. I'm sure you've all done that, but that's also the valve you use to bleed it or let the air out of it. Now when I'm up here at 8,000 feet, I don't get a lot of bleed, so you're probably not going to hear much. But when I do it at sea level, I can actually hear the air running out. But you take this, so I screwed the lid off it, so I just have the bleed tool sticking out. And I literally, they say to do it upside down. I put it inside, and I push. And I actually let out a fair amount of air. And sometimes a little bit of the butane fuel squirts out. And then I just kind of move it around, make sure the air is completely out of it. Every now and then I hear a pocket jump out, but this is pretty much bled now. So I'm going to do the same thing on my second one. Again, right down in there. It's hard to do it reverse. There, that's in. I'm going to push down on it. I get no sound, no escaping air. Doesn't matter how much I push on it. That one's bled. So these 2 guys are bled now. So the next thing I do is, just like everybody else, I just take my can of Zippo, hold it vertically, fill it like a 10 count, 3 or 4 10 counts. There's 1. So there's 2. I'd probably do that a couple more times, hopefully. And now this lighter's ready to go. Do the exact same thing. You hold the lighter upside down, drop the fill can into it. I'll just do 1 or 2, but I'll do kind of 3 or 4 slow counts to 10. Sometimes it leaks a little bit. I just roll it around to get it. Gosh, you guys all probably filled more lighters than me. But there's two. These things sometimes give me a hassle. So I'll try it again. Not really sure why they do that. These things give me more of a hassle up here than they do at home at sea level. Nope, it's just gonna make a fool out of me today. So anyway, I'm gonna stop. And that's it. So there's your bleed tool. 22 bucks on Amazon. And that's what I mean when I talk about a bleed and feed. Guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully it helps somebody out there. Talk to you later.